Hello, everyone. It's me, Andrew. Hopefully, y'all are doing well. I'm here in my home in lovely Ligonier, Pennsylvania. And yeah, it's been a busy week so far, especially for me. I've been down at Touchstone. I was very fortunate and was able to work and have been able to work with Barbara McFadden. I first met her at Aeromont about 2 years ago, and we've kept in touch ever since. And when she was up here for Touchstone, thanks to all of you who got some of my protected heart ornaments, I was able to take the workshop. So I really appreciate that. And yeah, so I am currently doing that. And since I've taken her workshop in the past, she's kind of allowed me to do an independent study. So I've been able to work on um, a lot of things that I've been wanting to do for a while, but just haven't yet. So it is nice to be able to have that freedom and to explore a little bit. So, yeah, it's been a good week so far. I've really enjoyed it, and she's a wonderful teacher who has a wealth of knowledge. I feel very fortunate for the opportunity to work with her again and to kind of continue our conversations from the past. And so it's been really lovely. So thank you to everybody who got one of my protected heart ornaments. That means a lot to me. I see a couple folks are tuning in. Let's see who's watching. Pam's watching. Howdy. Um, Pamela says it appears I'm on Facebook. Well, it says you're on YouTube, so I don't know how to help you with that. Um, Kimberly's watching. Howdy. Susie, our neighbor, is watching. Howdy. Yeah, so we've been super busy. I have been commuting back and forth. Touchstone is about an hour and 5 minutes or so, unless you get stuck behind uh, a logging truck or a school bus. It takes about an hour or so to get there from where we live. And so I've been going in the mornings and coming back in the evenings. Um, and last night, I stayed late. So I was a little bit wore out, but on my drive home, I had the live going so I could watch William and you all hang out. More, not really watch because I was really paying attention to the road. Um, when it's I don't mind driving at night, but the back roads to get to Touchstone from where we live are very wooded, and so it's like wild America. And there's all kinds of critters. I saw a skunk, I saw a possum, I saw many deer. It was there was a lot of animals. So it took longer to get home just because I didn't want to get in, didn't want to rush around and hit anything. And I had to stop a couple times. And yeah, so, anyways, I'm on campus and I got to see the presentations from the instructors. So, Nick Rossi is up in the blacksmithing studio. He's doing a Damascus chef's knife class, which looks really cool. He had a wonderful presentation, and I laughed a lot. And I got his references, so it was a good talk. And Jeffrey Boughton, who's in the glass studio, he's working on some pâte à verre, which is a sculptural powdered glass technique. Um, and he is a veteran and makes artwork that is related to being a veteran, and kind of what it's like to be um, a person who has gone through that and come through the other side. So like a before, middle, and after, and like the effect of that trauma, but also that kind of kindred brotherhood and or that's created. So it's very interesting. And if you're in the area, you should definitely stop by the Touchstone Gallery. He has a show up right now, and it's going to be a good one. So, if you're around the area, definitely stop in to see it. It's a really beautiful show, but it's also a really uh, powerful show. And like I admit it, I had to go like leave after being in there for a little bit, just because there are a lot of veterans in my family, and it got me to thinking about stuff. So, but it was a really thought provoking and a beautifully executed show. So, stop in to see that. If you aren't in the area, you can check it out kind of online. If you go to the Touchstone website, you can see some glimpses of that. And I believe there are a couple of interviews with him on the website. So that's the Touchstone website. So that was, I talked about the blacksmithing, the glass. In the Sarita is up doing the a basket class. She has a really I really enjoyed her presentation. It was very thought provoking. Patty's in ceramics and doing surface adornment with mason stains. Barbara's doing enameling, and there should be 5. Nick, Jeffrey. Wait, let me go to this in order. So it's Jeffrey, Patty in ceramics, Barbara, Nick, and Sarita. So that was 5. It was really good. Tomorrow night I'm staying late, and we're going to do. I'm going to watch the intern presentations. They were supposed to do a special kind of presentation for us because I'm on the board at Touchstone, and I was going to go to that. However, I'm going to be out of town for that, so I'm thankful that they're going to be doing another set of presentations, and I can watch and see this year's crew of interns. So I'm super excited for that. Let's see. I have a couple more folks tuned in. Pamela says 2-lane roads are wonderful. Well, we had 2 lanes, sometimes 1. They tarred and chipped some of the roads from here to Touchstone, and those ones they haven't gotten around to doing the lines on the road yet. So they're a little reflectors that are kind of embedded in the road, but they're not the same as lines. So I'm fine. Some of the other folks on the road, not super clear about where the road is. And that's a little bit stressful. But for the most part, I've been pretty okay. Knock on wood. Pamela says, a gal from Pittsburgh stopped into my Hallmark store today. Oh, good. Well, there's a lot of folks. The more I go out into the world, the more I see people from Pittsburgh or have some kind of family connection. One time I was out in Tucson, and I saw people who were from Ligonier. So I thought that was pretty funny, that you can travel thousands of miles or 1,000 miles or however long it is, and 3 days of driving, and still run into people who you see around the corner. I kind of think of it as a big neighborhood that just is spread out. Um, so we're really lucky to be around Touchstone. It's one of my most favorite places, and I really enjoy being able to work with Barbara. We're doing a lot of things. I'm not going to show anything that I've been working on. For one, I want it to be kind of a big reveal. I showed some things on my Instagram, but not everything yet. And then the other thing is I'm still working on stuff, so I don't want to show you stuff that's not finished because it may change. So, anyways, I've been working, and hopefully I'll have a lot more done tomorrow, and I'm really excited. It's been a good it's been a good week so far. Angela's watching. She says, "Good evening. Hope you're all are keeping cool." I had to turn the air conditioning on. Um, it was it rained today, and I actually drove through a storm today that was pretty intense. But by the time I got here, it looks like it had either passed or had only just really sprinkled a little bit. Um, and I went outside and picked some blueberries. Yeah, so it is a little bit muggy, but hopefully it will cool down just a little bit now that it's rained. But it's been really lovely, and the weather's been very nice, all things considered. It was really hot the other day, and we did get heat advisory. And some of the folks at the campus came out and talked to us about the signs to look for heat stroke and heat exhaustion. So luckily, nobody to my knowledge has been affected by that. So that was good. And yeah, so I'm getting really excited. I'm teaching a workshop on Saturday. So just in a few days, it's a drawing and mark making class, and it's at Contemporary Craft, which is in Pittsburgh. And I'll be teaching that on Saturday. I believe there are 2 seats left in that class. So if you're interested and you're in the area, that's a great opportunity to work with me. I'll be going over kind of the foundations of laying down enamel. Then we'll go into some different drawing techniques. If you are not a proficient drawer, person who draws, you are okay because I will walk you through the steps of how to navigate that. So it should be a good time. I got a sneak peek of the roster, and it looks like it's a fun crowd. I recognize some of the names. And at the same time, if you're coming to Pittsburgh and you're going to come take my class, there's a special treat because Aminata Conti um, is going to be doing a class in the studio next door. And she's a wonderful artist. She's based out of Brooklyn. She's also on the Spark Planning Committee, and is a really, really thoughtful and lovely and very kind artist and person. And I enjoy working with her on planning the Spark um, things that we plan, whether it's the exhibition or just the retreat. It's been really lovely to get to know her, and she's going to be in the studio next to mine. So if you are in Pittsburgh and are free on Friday night, she's going to be doing a free talk at Contemporary Craft. And yeah, I'm not going to go to the talk because I have to be there the next day to teach the class, and I need to get ready for that. And I want to make sure that I have everything ready for that. So I'm not going to go to that, but I am excited and looking forward to seeing her. So hopefully you'll get a chance to stop on by if you're in the area. I see a couple more folks watching. Oh, Harry's watching. Hi, Harry. Hopefully you're doing well. Um, yeah, so we've been super busy. William's been working to catch up on a bunch of packages. We had the reset week, which we got a lot done, but there's still a lot more to do. And we kind of had not the most, we didn't get to achieve everything that we wanted to because the cats, our little girl kittens, they're not really kittens anymore, they're pretty grown. They all got spayed one after the other. So that our reset week fell in the middle of that, and we were kind of rushing around to take care of them. Tallulah, she's only got, I think, 2 more days until we can take her cone off. She will be super happy about that. She's been super adorable. I feel bad that I haven't been around as much because I've been down at Touchstone. But she's been super loving in the evenings. And basically, when I get home, I'm ready to pass out because I get up super early to um, drive over to Touchstone in the morning. So it's been a lot of driving, and a lot of work, but it's been also a lot of fun. So I really appreciate all the support and helping me get there. Um, I am really excited about some of the things that I've been working on. A lot of doors are kind of opening up. If you're a member of our Patreon, I'm going to share some of the more of the in details kind of results of some of my experiments. So I don't, let me see if I can find that banner. So if you're not on our Patreon, it's a good place to keep up with us. And I post like a lot of stuff on my timelines and stuff, and I talk a lot on my Instagram and here, of course. But the Patreon is kind of the spot where I can nerd out a little bit and talk about some of the experiments I'm doing. So if you are into enameling, I post a lot of stuff about enameling. We also post about the renovations that we're doing on Star Cottage Studio. So if you like really slow and drawn out home renovation shows, um, that's you're in luck. We've got the perfect project. It because we kind of do the repairs as time and money allow, so it takes a while for us to get anything really done. But a lot of stuff is shaping up over there, and we're gonna post some more images once I get done with this week at Touchstone. Just shortly after that, I'm going to be teaching. Am I teaching again in July? I'm teaching. I know I'm teaching maybe 2 classes. Anyways, so I'm going to be teaching a decal class, and that's going to be in the beginning of July. I believe it's July 5th. So if you're not doing anything for the 4th of July weekend, and you are in the Pittsburgh area, check that out. If you go to our blog, let me see if there's a direct link to our blog. Let's see. I don't see it, but if you go to our website, the blog should come up. And it's a kind of a repository for all of my where I'm teaching, at least up to date. I did have to make some kind of hard decisions and scale back some of my schedule Um, I felt like if I had done all the things that I had wanted to do, I would not really be home at all this year. And, that's hard. It's hard not just to be away, but also because it leaves William with a lot of responsibility, and that's not necessarily fair. So I decided to scale back some of my teaching and will not be on the road as much. But the places that I kind of reconfigured things, I'll be teaching next year and in 2027. So in the future. Because I was supposed to go to a couple of places um, before the end of the year, and it was just too much. So, yeah, so there's that update. And the other thing is there's still spaces available in my Peters Valley class. If you're interested in that class, we're going to be doing mixed media approaches to powder coating. It should be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to it, and I think there's a lot of potential. Um, if you're not into jewelry, most of y'all are into jewelry. It is something that other disciplines can take and enjoy, and it's a good cross section. And actually, it's good if you have experience in other kind of crafts because you can use a powder coat to explore that. So I'm super excited about that class. I hope it runs. We only have 2 students right now in that workshop, and I think they need 4 to make it run. So I hope if you're able to do it and you're in the area, that class is August 15th to the 21st, I think, maybe. Um, and it should be a good one. I've taught powder coating before, a couple different places, and I really like it because it's very satisfying. And if Sandra or Norma, who's a part of the hashtag AGB fam, are watching, they can attest to how it's very instant gratification. So you can maybe not instant, but very quick satisfaction where you can get good results pretty easily. Some of the other techniques that I do and that I teach, they are a little bit more um, technical and there's more room for error. A lot of times with powder coating, if you mess up, you just stick it back in the oven and it heals itself. But with some of the other things that I teach, if you mess up, sometimes you just gotta start over, and that's the easiest way to do it. Um, all right. So let's see. Where are we? Let me get rid of this banner so you can see a little bit more. Um, Not that you need to stare at me better, but yeah, so we've got a lot of plans for the summer. And we're still saving up for Italy. Fingers crossed that works out. I'm going to be going to Haystack, which is in Maine. I'll be there for 2 weeks in next month. And then I'm going to be going down to Poquoson in North Carolina, and I'll be there for a week. So it's going to be a busy, busy month next month. And then August, I'm going to be teaching for a week at Peters Valley if that class runs, which I hope it does. And then September, I have a little bit of breathing room. I may pick up a couple of classes at Contemporary Craft because it's local-ish to me. And it's not I don't have to get a hotel for that. And yeah, so there's a couple different options. October is going to be busy. And September, I'm going to be doing the Spark Retreat at Touchstone. And that's going to be the first weekend. So that's September 5th, 6th, and 7th at Farmington in Farmington, Pennsylvania. And yeah, Pamela says, I have a patio chair that needs repowder coating. Can you help me out? If it fits in a toaster oven, then maybe. But if it doesn't fit in a toaster oven, you're going to have to find somebody with a bigger oven. So yeah, so I'm gonna be doing it's gonna be a busy summer and busy year this year. And I'm excited to have some studio time so that I can kind of decompress and work through some of the things that I have picked up along the way. I've been super fortunate this year to be able to travel around and to learn a lot and work with so many wonderful, amazing teachers who have been very generous with their knowledge and their encouragement. And I'm looking forward to kind of sitting down and buckling down and getting some work made. Um, and I've been working in the background, of course. I'm always working. Um, so if you are just tuning in, it's Wednesday night. That means William's at his pottery class, and I'm flying solo until he comes in. And yeah, so I'm going to flip the camera around and we're just going to get started. It's going to be a random night. Those are a little bit easier. Sometimes when I try to do, like, I start trying to plan stuff, those usually take more time and effort, and I haven't been at home very much this week. So it's a little bit more of a challenge to do that. And yeah, and sometimes when I'm doing like the total request lives or the mix and match, it's harder to get up and run around and look for stuff and talk and show and do all the things. So I'm gonna do a random night tonight. Hopefully all will have fun. If there are things that you're looking for, let me know, because um, even if I don't have the capacity to find it tonight, I'm always thinking about the things that people are requesting, and it's useful to me to know what y'all are interested in, because then I can look for it, and then I can show that to you, and maybe you like it, maybe you don't. It doesn't hurt my feelings if you don't. All right, so I'm gonna flip this around and we're gonna get started. All right. Oh, Vicky's watching. Howdy, Vicky. Susie, the other Susie's watching. Hi, Susie. Let me adjust that a smidgen. Whoop, it doesn't want to stay. All right, that should be better. Settings, camera, ultra, wide, back. All right, so here's that. Let me clean the lens, because William always tells me that I have stuff on the lens. Usually it's because I'm working in the studio and I get stuff all over my hands, and I'm grabbing my phone to check messages or to look at reference materials or what have you. And so sometimes that's less than optimal to keep the phone clean. All right, let's see. I don't see any paper, so I'm going to have to cut some paper up. I thought I had some, but I guess not. Here is maybe. No. All right. A pen. Some scissors. right. So how are y'all doing? We have about 12. Susie says she's looking for some Heliodor. Let's see. I don't know if I have any of that. We're here, but maybe I have some tucked away somewhere. I have a vague recollection of having a little small stash somewhere. I'm getting the paper ready. And yeah. So, what have y'all been up to? Have y'all been having a good Wednesday? What about dinner? Have y'all had anything good? William Cook has been cooking since I have since when I get back, I'm usually busted up tired. So he's been cooking a lot, and he made this really good kind of vegetable egg dish that hit the spot. And it was good. I only ate half of it though, because I've been eating lunch lately, and I usually don't eat lunch. So yeah, it's been, let's see. Those are a little bit small for papers, but it'll be all right. So what have you all been up to? Have you all been making anything, working on any projects, seeing any movies? We've been watching a show called The Good Karma Hotel, and that's been very entertaining. And I think Anne recommended it, and it's pretty good. So far, I think there's a bunch of seasons of it too, which is good, because sometimes if you get a show, like a lot of times for us, we'll like a show and then we find out it gets canceled, and that's not always great. Like I really like Wheel of Time, and that got canceled, and that was a little bit disappointing when I found that out. Kimberly says, I've been working on my herringbone spiral rope, trying to get it to length before Friday. Oh, good. I think William is doing the creative make-along on Friday. I want to say he's doing that. I'm going to try to come, but we'll see what time I get out of class. Because that can be a tricky one. All right, I'm going to turn the air back on. This room, it sometimes gets hot very easy and cold very easy. All right. So I heard what Kimberly's up to. What are y'all up to? Anything else? Let me know. It's always good to hear what folks are up to. All right, so let's do. Here's a lucky penny. Let's do. Random. I think he did an R something. So let's do. QUP. QUP lots tonight. All right. So if you are new to us, Susie says it's been a long week already. Oh boy. And Pam asks, what will you do with your spiral rope? Um, So, if you've never watched one of our live events, hopefully you are enjoying it and feel welcome. Welcome to our little corner of the internet. The hashtag AGBeadFam is a good one, and we look after each other and take care of one another. So, hopefully, you all will fit right in. So what we do is we have a lot number, which is up here at the top. It changes night to night, and you put this in an email and send it to info@allegorygallery.com. It is the only way we accept claims. It's first come, first serve. You have to send an email to info@allegorygallery.com, and it's first come, first serve. If you send an email, you're agreeing to claim it. If there are more than one of a lot, we'll indicate it in the corner here. And if you claim something with multiple lots, we'll assume that you want one, and unless otherwise indicated. So if you say QUP1 times 2, if we have 2, you'll get 2, and so forth and so on. And let's see what else. If you're new to us, be also sure to send us an email that includes your shipping address so that we can factor in our shipping to you and make sure to get your treasures to you. And the other thing is that we need that to calculate tax. So if you are in the state of Pennsylvania, we have to collect tax. Everywhere else, though, I think we don't have to claim tax because we don't sell enough in other states to kind of justify that. All right. What else? I want to see if we have another marker because this one is a little bit dead. And not to knock things over. Well, I guess we're going to have to dance with the date we went with. Maybe this one. This one. So tonight is a random night, and you can kind of direct how things will go. But I'm just going to give you all kind of some random things. Let's see. These are fun. All right. So I have these at QUP 1. There were $10. I'm going to do them for $8. And I have 2 bags available. So QUP1, $8 a bag. I have 2 bags available. And they're these really cool bone crescent moons. So these make really cute earrings. Or if you want to go and make some Craven the Hunter jewelry for a little doll, you could probably make some of that. But they're really cool. Let me get a light so the chicks can see what I'm showing you. I'll put this in there to color balance it. All right, so there are these really cool Getting that right angle. So if you're interested in these, let me get the email up. That's info@allegorygallery.com. All right. So this is the code. That's how much it costs. I have 2 of these little bags available. And there are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 11 of these little, there's 2 of these, and they're carved bone. These crescent moons. These would make really cute earrings. Imagine that for Halloween. I'll put that right next to it. I have 2 of those available, and they measure. They're all different, but they measure approximately 16.4 by. Let's see if I can get it. By about 10, and then the other measurement is by about 3. All right, and they're all a little bit unique. These are really cool. I like them. This is QUP1. I have 2 of these available, and they're $8 a bag. All right. I'm gonna try to go pretty quick. I know I say that all the time, and then end up going off on all kinds of random tangents. But I have an early start tomorrow, and I have some prep work that I want to do before class tomorrow. So yes, that's QUP1, $8. I'm gonna leave stuff up as I go because I think that's fun. All right, how about there's some interesting things. How about some blue topaz. It's dyed. And let's see. That's QUP2. These were 16. I could probably do them for 12. And I have 2 of these available. All right. So these are pretty fun. I like them. Whoop. Oh, my email just jumped all to pieces. All right. So this is, let me show you. These are, one of the beads fell. Let me put this one back in. I'll get the one that is intact. All right. So these are, let me pull this off. I have 2 strands of them. They look like they're quartz. They're very light blue, and they are, I believe they're 6mm rounds, and they're a dyed topaz. So these are really lovely. I kind of want to put these on my forehead because they're nice and cool to the touch. And it's a little bit warm in this room right now. I'm going to tie this into a knot. So these strands, I'll measure this in just a second. I don't want to lose any, but they're really pretty. I like them. And I think they would make some great kind of bracelets or mala necklaces. I know some folks are really into kind of yoga and kind of meditation or being mindful, and these would be perfect for that. So, see that? That would look nice. All right, so these ones, let me get how big the strands are. So that's 12. So they're approximately 14 inches long. And these are 6mm rounds of dyed a blue topaz. So I think that could be fun. I think these could go well together. Like imagine, picture it. One of these little crescent moons hanging from one of those little round beads. I think that could be kind of festive, especially depending on how you wire wrap it. All right. So that's QUP2, only $12 a strand, 2 strands available. All right, let's see. Did anybody send anything to spam? Let me check. Let me check. Info at junk. Oh boy. No, so far. No, so far. Let me see. One moment, please, while I look through this and make sure that there isn't anything hidden. I don't think there is. But yeah. So what else have y'all been up to? I shared what I was up to. I feel like I've been away so long, like an island adrift in the not knowing. Are y'all working on any projects? I know Kimberly said that she was working on a herringbone stitch rope. What about y'all? All right. I'm going to edit this. I don't know if you can batch. Anyways, I don't know about that. I'm not going to mess with adjusting anything just in case because I don't want to accidentally ruin something. All right, so let's see what else is next. How about some? How about one of these pendants? This is fun. All right, so it's gonna be one of these pendants, and it is QUP3. These were $24, but I could give it to you for $22, and there's one available. And there's this abalone, like a inlaid donut, and see, there's a price. I believe that's a silver plated bale and a beautiful donut. I think that would look good. What do y'all think about that? I think that would look great. So I would hang that. Susie says, just had some storms roll through. We had hail. Oh my. I drove through a storm, but we didn't have any hail. Ian's watching. Howdy, Ian. How are you tonight? Hopefully you're doing well. If you missed it, we said that we're watching the Good Karma Hospital on your recommendation, and it's pretty good so far, if I do say so. But this was lovely. Look at all those kind of flashes of light in there. That's really pretty. And super lightweight too, which I think is nice. Comparably, like size to weight, it's pretty on the light side. So this is QUP3, only $22. One of these pendants available, and that's that it for them. So, I think we had another one of them, but now we only have one. Kimberly says, I have one of these. It's stunning and looks fabulous on silver silk. Oh, nice. I would show it on silver silk, but I don't think I have any readily available. But I agree. It's got a nice big opening on the bail, and that would be perfect to put that on the silver silk or just slide right on. So these pendants measure approximately 1.5 inches across. And yeah, I think that's lovely. So this is QUP3. I'm going to leave it up so that folks have a little bit more time to look at stuff. Hopefully not too much time, because then it looks like I'm like talking into the wind by myself, all alone, into the moonlight. All right. How about, oh, these are fun. All right, let's see if I have. So these are some amethyst, some lavender amethyst. Let's see. This is about a 14-inch strand. This is going to be QUP4. QUP4. This was $18. I could do this for 12. How about that? And because I have one left of this. William's watching. Hi, William. Susie said that abalone with peridot, amethyst, ruby. Yeah, that would be lovely. How about that? Kimberly says, I bet that would be an amazing combination as well. How's class going, William? Are you done with class? I thought you had more time. So this is QUP4. They're all different sizes. This is a 12-inch strand. They're roughly 6 by 10. Some of them bigger, some of them smaller. Some really lovely kind of puffed ovals in this delightful lavender amethyst. And that would look good, wouldn't it? It brings out some of the purples in this. Let's look at that a little bit closer. What do y'all think about that? William says, heading to pick up groceries, then home. Class was good. I asked him to pick up some cream cheese because I want to make a cream cheese, like something with the blueberries, because we've been getting lots of blueberries and I don't want them to go bad. So we're gonna make like a quick cheesecake. And it's more, I don't know. I guess it's like a quick cheesecake. I have to think about how that's gonna come together. And I'm gonna cook the blueberries a little bit with a little bit of brown sugar, I think, and a little bit of a squeeze of lime, I think. And that will help kind of give it a floral note with the lime, and it'll give it a little bit of pop of sweetness with the brown sugar. And I kind of like sometimes I'll substitute out brown sugar for like regular white sugar because I think it has a little bit more flavor. And I like that. So we'll see if that happens. The Our blueberries are usually on a little bit of the sour side, so adding a little bit of sugar helps kind of release those juices uh, and get a little bit more mellow, kind of sweet, more like how you think a blueberry should taste. All right, so this is QUP4, only $12. That's a pretty good price. And if you're interested in that, send us an email to info@allegorygallery.com. All right. William says, did you want graham crackers or the crust? Well, I want a graham cracker crust, I think, because I think I want a graham cracker crust. Maybe two, because we have a boatload of blueberries. I'm thinking of bringing some to some of the other students in the class. They may like that. All right, so I haven't got any claims yet so far, and I just need somebody to break the seal. And usually, when somebody breaks the seal, things start popping, and then I feel less desperate in my heart. Pam says, you're making me hungry for dessert. Well, hopefully you're able to scratch that itch and get something sweet. If not, then I'll enjoy on your behalf. All right, so I was going to hoard these. This is Peruvian opal. It's a beautiful strand. Some of you may have this already in your stashes, but I was gonna hoard this because I love Peruvian opal, and it's this dreamy. Look at that! It's like glowing. It's not like glowing. It is glowing. Let's just call it as it is. It's glowing. It's that kind of seafoam color. Look at that. It's like this is related to Amazonite, but it's like the most like gemmy bits of Amazonite. So these ones, let's see. This is QUP5. Was $30. Now 24, and one of these available. So this strand here, Kimberly says, oh my gorgeousness. Correct. I know. Let me tell you, I'm in it to win it. Let me turn that air back on. All right, look how lovely this is. There's a couple of them that has a little bit of that white matrix, but most of them are pretty matrix free. Sometimes you get Peruvian opal and it's mostly white with just a hint of the blue, and this is mostly the blue, that seafoam blue. All right, so it's 12, and then so it's about a 14-inch strand, maybe just shy. And these coins are about 9 millimeters across. And looks good. All right. So these beautiful Peruvian opal coins. Somebody was looking for that the other night. And there's that. All right. And I think these could go well. Like there's a story here, you know. So like um the dyed topaz, which is like a blue, very subtle blue. I don't think you're getting it as clearly because the blue background, but it's real pale, like real subtle. And I think that could play well with this, the Peruvian opal, or it could play well with this, the amethyst, and then get that, and then you got the trifecta, quadfecta. I'm making words up, y'all. But doesn't that look pretty? It picks up all those colors. It's got that kind of flash of violet up in this little section right there. See that? See that flashing at you? That one, that little section there. And it's got that kind of greeny color in there. And it's got that pale, kind of watery. It reminds me of water, like really clear water. All right. So QUP2, QUP3. I'm going to put this back. Put this and put this. All right. All of this is available. I have not gotten one claim yet tonight. So QUP1 available, $8 a bag, 2 bags available. QUP2, 2 strands available, $12 only, 2 strands available. QUP3, 1 pendant available, still available. QUP4, $12, 1 strand available. And QUP5, 1 strand available. All right. So let me back this up since y'all not jamming with my. These could go with it. Little carved bone. You know, put a little jump ring. That look nice. Maybe I'll do it. Then I'll be like, look at the amazingness that I made. And these ones, they're on sale. Look, from 10 to 8. So, are there any colors that you're looking for? I know Susie is looking for Heliodor. So, that's usually like a bright kind of um, yellow. Kind of looks like citrine a little bit. I think a lot of people confuse citrine with Heliodor. But Heliodor is in the beryl family, and citrine is in the quartz family. All right. So, let me see. All right. Yeah, we've been. I'm excited to show you all my enamel work that I've been making. So maybe on Friday after class, I'll do a big reveal, and then you can see and enjoy. Hopefully, I've been doing a lot of experiments. I'll post some of the like pre-tells. Kim says, leave QUP3 out. I'm planning to give it a home. Oh, okay. I'll leave it out. Maybe. You have the other one too. So you have like matching. Um, Kimberly says, I just want to drool. LOL. That's funny. Yeah, I feel lucky we're able to show such beautiful things. You know, life is sometimes challenging when you are a small business owner, especially a creative small business owner. Um, and sometimes you're just like, what am I doing? And why am I doing it? And when I look around and see all the beautiful things that we have access to, it just makes me so happy in my heart. Um, Kimberly says, yay, I broke the seal. Oh, good. Thank you, Kimberly. I needed that. Usually, what it's so weird. Like, I don't get it. Sometimes you'll be like, we'll be like showing stuff. You know, it's always the first couple of them that's hard to get going, and then I kind of feel like once things get going, then they get going. Hopefully, and thank you. Alright. How about this? I have these pretty wild. These are vintage plastic, and they're like these kind of glacier, kind of looking like rocks. The rose, they're glowing at me. So too hard, too aggressive, huh? Let me hold this up. All right. Use the power of my hands to color correct. Pink is always kind of hard to show up on here. We were selling these for $2 a piece. This is going to be QUP6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 8 of them available. If I sell these for $2 a piece and there's 8 of them, that'd be 16. Let's just do them for 10. So it was 16, now 10. How about that? How about them apples? QUP6, $10 only. Michelle says, I am free now to be on my phone. Just shared and liked. Thank you. We appreciate that. They're these really cool vintage plastic. I think these are neat, and that could be neat. They're pink, so they kind of um, go and they kind of don't go. I think they go. It just depends what you mix with that, right? But I think that's festive, and it's lightweight too. So these are, you get all of them for $10 only. And these vintage plastic measure approximately 34 by about 20, whoop, maybe not, maybe about 21 by about 16-ish. All right, so that's QUP6, $10 only. And you don't get 8, you get 1, because it includes all of them. So how about that? $10 for all of them instead of $2. So it's like getting 3 of them for free. So that's a $6 value. So pretty good, huh? All right. Let's see what else we've got. What other treasures I can try to tempt you all with. How about um, these. Let me look at these. This is an interesting strand. So this is chrysoprase, and it's a, let's see, how big is that? Just about 8 inches for this chrysoprase, and they're a really lovely strand, and they're funky, and I love it. There's a lot of character on these, so if you like everything to be perfectly smooth and even, then this is not for you. But if you like a little bit of character, I think this is the one. Look, gemmy goodness. Look at that one. It's glowing at you. And then it's got that kind of mix of that chocolate chip flavor. Not really. That's got some really gemmy bits in it. And I think that could be cool with that. I know this is already sold, but I think that could be really pretty. Picture it. So how about that? Isn't that cool? I like that. I dig that. Because that abalone that's in there, that inlay, it picks up some of these colors. So this is going to be QUP7. QUP7. And this is an 8-inch strand. Let's do it for 16. How about it? And there's one of these strands available. This probably was more before, probably about 24. But yeah. And you could do, like, use all of them. Michelle says, I'm not sure if it's my side, but it seems a bit dark on the screen. Yeah, it's dark, but I don't have an extra plug, so we got one light. If I hold it like this, maybe. I don't know how I'm going to do that. Maybe if I Cirque du Soleil this business. How the heck you open this? Oh, it's a slide. I don't know about that. I have a feeling I'll break it. Whoop. Is that better? Susie says chrysoprase. Yeah, chrysoprase. She says maybe with citrine. Maybe. I could look. You into them Yellowstones. Yeah, I don't know. Let me see. How about these? Do you like that flavor? Rhodonite? That's like complete opposite, but like this isn't. That's not citrine. There's some bags. I'm missing those. Let me pull something else. I'll keep an eye out for some citrine to pull. Oh, hi, William. I'm exceptionally warm. How are you?
All right.
And I don't have any citrine. My life.
Your life. What are you looking for?
Some citrine.
Some citrine.
Michelle says that she's better with this light. But you know what? I feel like I'm staring at the headlights of a car.
That way, yeah.
And like they're gonna frisk me.
That's what I would just do that way, and then I'd have ahead of time before the night.
I don't need to go to the end. I caught it early.
Caught it early.
You wanna swap?
Why? You're really
Let's swap. No, we're not. I only sold one thing.
Why? What is going to happen if you swap?
People like you better than me.
Do they?
I think they
I
do.
don't think that's true. I think they missed you.
Did they? If they miss me, how come they don't act like it? I didn't hear I missed you.
I missed you, Andrew.
Nobody said I missed you.
Nobody?
Yeah, I'll just lay down on the floor and cry.
Oh.
You know what? If you miss me now, you're gonna miss me next month for sure.
I know.
I'm not gonna be even. They said that the internet is not always stable where I'm going, which seems to be the story of all the craft schools. I was like, how y'all function?
All right, go ahead. I'll trade you.
Are you gonna show your pots?
I can.
Let's see them. Is that attractive?
Listen, what is that noise?
That's me standing up. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm buckling my pants. Let me tell you. Let's free. I don't need to impress Barbara anymore. Stuck in all day. I don't know, something precarious.
Yeah, that's why some of this is here. It fell yesterday on me.
Oh. It wanted to be free. Alright.
So what are we doing?
We do it at random, but we could turn it into a mix and match somehow.
Oh my goodness.
Did you get it? Oh, that's cool.
Oh my goodness.
Then Zentangled it.
I did something. Oh. Oh. What's happening?
What? I don't know.
This is usually way up here.
Well,
you got booby traps in here for me.
You did it.
I know, your booby traps. I sprung them.
I know.
Oh my goodness, it's going to start playing music now up here. Okay, all right. What's going on, everybody? Hello. Where are you going trying to sneak out?
I was trying to find some pants that don't cut into my waistband.
So here's one of my newer pots.
I'll be back.
What do you mean you'll be back?
It's too tight.
Okay, go get new pants.
Do you want my chi to be blocked?
No, don't block the chi.
I know. I have my pants like unzipped and around my thighs. Just so you can picture
Would
it.
you just squeeze into those all day?
Correct. And I was trying to look cute, but guess what? This not stretch.
Oh, Jermaine just hopped on. Did you answer her question?
No.
Says, hi, Andrew. Hopping on. What are the white beads? These ones, these are not white. They're vintage plastic. They're slightly pink.
They're neat.
They're really cool.
They're pretty rare and delightful.
Rare and delightful. We're just changing shifts here a little bit. So, hello, Jermaine. Hello, everybody. How are y'all doing? This is one of my new pots I just got back today. What do you think? What do you think of that one? I'm really happy with how this one came out. So I did some swirlies in here all the way up the edge and then glazed them. And then I did some rings around here and glazed over everything. And this also has some cutouts that I did. These swirls, these black lines are actually in some grooves that go around the pot. And then there's some more grooves up here and then some down here. Kimberly says, love it. Thank you. And it says, that's beautiful, William. The inside swirls are amazing. Thank you. I'm really having fun with that. And then the other one I got back today is this one, which I'm really in love with. I did some little squigglies in here. I did some dashes in patterns up here. And then on the inside, I did these. And you can't really see, but they're done all the way up here. The glazes did cover over. I wasn't sure how dark the glazes would be over top of that, but these little squigglies, they went all the way up the side. And you can see them a little bit. And you can kind of see them as it's hard to show you with the way this light is. There we go. If I move it over on this side, so you can kind of see where the purple has broken and there's blue underneath. The reason that's done that is because those squiggly lines are up there. So you can kind of see some of the squigglies through the purple because it broke and allowed the blue to come through. So really having fun playing with these. Kimberly says, oh wow, love the pink and purple with the chartreuse. Right? Isn't it fun? Love the bright colors and patterns. Love the inside, says Michelle. Thank you so much. Susie says, love that. Thank you. So yeah, these are my two newest ones. I just got them back today. I've found that, even my teacher said it, I've found that I've been having more fun with glazing lately than actually throwing on the wheel. Like glazing is where I've started to have some real fun with stuff. So yeah, those are the two newest ones that I'll be taking pictures of those, and I have a bunch I have to get into the online store.
That looks good.
Thanks.
I like the side of the Zentangle one.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It looks like fabric.
Yeah, I had a lot of fun because I put squigglies in here, I put the dashes up here, and I wasn't sure how much would cover over what, but all of it has some of it showing through.
Was the pink on purpose, or was it?
No, I put the pink in there.
Okay.
Yep.
Because sometimes when the glaze is mixed.
Yeah, this is a pink glaze. There's a pink and a pink up here. There's a purple and a purple here, and there's a celadon ochre here. Ochre.
Okra.
Okra is the food. Ochre. Michelle says, I think glazing and designing them is your thing. It's kind of turning into that. I'm having fun with this. So today I made...
You can't, because you're getting them thin.
Huh?
You're getting them thin.
What do you mean?
You can't stop making them.
Oh, yeah. No.
Because you're getting them nice and thin.
I made 5. I think I made 5 new pieces today on the wheel. And then I made, I sculpted by hand 4 new little trays. They're going to be like this big or this big, little tiny kind of tray bowls. And I'm going to do all the kind of things on those and kind of have little companion little trays with them.
So are you doing it with a brush or a slip trailer?
This one, this is the Engobe done with, I guess a slip trailer. They're little bottles with little needles. Yeah. And
slip trailer.
So that's how I'm doing that. And this one has multiple coats. So it's actually, when you feel this, you can feel that it's raised. And I did that to see how the other glazes might break over the raised lines. And they really didn't do that too much. But in here, they did a little bit. They broke. And I only did these, I didn't want to go over this many times. I think I only did it twice. But I got a really dark colors, which I'm really happy with. These ones are done about 4 or 5 times probably for the dashes. So they're nice and thick. Kimberly says, did you sell the one that I mentioned was my favorite in your recent post? I haven't put any of those in the online store yet, I don't think.
Is our online store open yet?
Yeah, I opened it back up a few days ago.
We're going to have a grand reopening.
I know when I really get it done, but Andrew and I need to sit down and write up our bio pages and see what we want on our pages and
My
stuff
bio's
like that.
been written.
Yours has been written.
Mine's ready to go.
Ready to go.
Cornelius.
But yeah, and my pottery teacher knows somebody who is giving away an outside kiln.
Oh.
So I wanted to talk to you about that later too.
Yes, for free.
It's just the bricks. It's not the mechanisms, but it's the inner and outer bricks.
Sure.
And it's here in Ligonier somewhere. So
sounds great.
That's what I
Is
said.
it Joanne Arnold?
I don't know. She's selling her house and it has to go.
Because I like her, Joanne. I haven't seen her in a year.
I think my teacher picked up a bunch of stuff from her, and because she's getting rid of a lot of her stuff, and my teacher didn't want it. Although the more I talked about it, the more she was like, maybe I.
Stop it.
I know.
Stop it.
Stop it. But
no.
So yeah, so we might, and somebody else took all the mechanisms because it was powered by propane. And they took everything else, but the bricks are there. And I said, I know that's the hard part.
Propane. The propane's not expensive. You can do outdoor firings and reduction firings.
Well, this kiln the woman could fit in it.
Oh.
It's a big outdoor kiln.
Oh.
And it's all the bricks, and she's giving them away.
Okay. Well, I don't want to load them.
Well, but yeah, and I guess it has a door, like you don't have to brick it up, like she has a door that goes on it.
What?
Yeah.
Where is it?
I don't know, somewhere up Friendship Lane, somewhere up that area.
I think that might be Joanne Arnold.
It might be. So, but we would need a pavilion. That was the other thing.
Pavilion.
To put it under.
Now you get wild.
I know. So I don't know. That's why I wanted to talk to you about it. Anyway, not on live.
Sure, why not?
Right?
They're going to be part of the fundraising effort.
Right? Kimberly says, okay, I'll have to watch for it. No, you do not get a pavilion for free.
Does she have a pavilion?
Yes.
Ooh.
Be like, can you just relocate that?
Maybe your dad can build that.
I'm sure he could help, yeah. My brother definitely could help. He's built houses.
Yeah, but he's busted.
Yeah, he is a little busted now.
He can't be doing
He can help supervise at least, tell us what to do. All right, so let's get back to the action here, everybody.
You don't like how I'm so eloquent?
Eloquent?
He's busted.
Busted.
That's like
right.
dirty.
Oh, I was figuring we probably could take Tallulah's cone off tonight.
Maybe.
I was going to ask you about it, but just leave it on. But tonight would be the night if we were going to do it. Because tomorrow would be her week.
That's why I said on the beginning. Here, how about this?
Ooh.
Somebody said peridot.
Peridot.
Not peridot. It's peridot.
Peridot? Look at these little.
What number is that?
Jemmies.
QUP.
Where am I at? 8. QUP. This is not the good marker.
Do you have a secret? Do you have a secret stash of markers?
No, but there is one that actually writes. It was up here. Maybe it's one of these. QP8.
There was no paper up here, so.
How much?
They were 14. I could do it for 12. How about them apples?
$12 for the peridot beautiful little ovals.
Where's the stuff that you got in Greensburg?
It's about 5.5. In the car.
Oh, that's right.
Left it in the car. Yeah, so about 6 millimeters.
Did you see I stole the sparkler?
I did.
We're
by
gonna
7.
do it tomorrow night. Because I had to be back tonight for the live.
Yeah.
So.
Was she excited about it?
Yeah, she was telling us a story about how when she was little, her mom was afraid of snakes, so she made her wear all the kids. They made them wear boots, like rain boots, and they're like in their like bathing suits and stuff, wearing rain boots, big rubber boots. And she goes, it was so hard to run.
Oh boy.
And she's little, so I can't imagine her being like You know, I just imagine this little skinny kid wearing big boots and like Daisy
Yeah.
Dukes with sparklers.
Kimberly said, them apples are green.
Yeah, they are.
Yes,
Sour.
they are. Sour apples. Granny Smith's.
I'm ready. Oh, here's a pen. Is this it?
No, the one I like has, I think it's this one. It's all rubbed off, but all right. Let's see if this one's any better. They might all be drying out. I know.
What is happening in our lives?
All right. What do y'all want to see? Hello. How are y'all doing? What's happening out there? This one sold, right? We can put this away.
She said leave it up.
Oh, leave it up? Okay.
So I don't know I don't have any citrine right now, and I have no Heliodor, but I got the Esford crystals.
Esford.
Jonquil.
Jonquil. Those are
They're 20, but I can do 18.
20. Cutting it down
4
to
millimeter bicones.
18. 4 millimeter Jonquil Esward crystal bicones. Look at that gorgeous yellow. Beautiful color. All Esward crystals. You get the whole gross for $18.
How about this? Not an apple.
Who all's out there? Let me know. Tell me if you're out there.
Here.
Andrew's here. Let me know if you're out there. Who's here? Our friend Daniela came back yesterday.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know if she's here today or not.
I don't know. Which Daniela?
From Uruguay.
Oh.
Hadn't seen her in a while.
I thought you were going to say Daniela from Germany, and I was like, you mean the one who are To the Point?
No, I don't know who that is.
She wrote this book called To the Point, and it's about feedback mechanism.
Oh. Uh-oh, says Kimberly. Uh-oh.
Ready.
What do we got here? What is this?
Gold-plated bronze.
Gold-plated bronze from our friends who aren't here anymore.
No. I mean, that makes it sound like they're dead.
They're not dead.
They just can't leave the country or communicate outside of the country. But anyways, how much is it?
That was... It
14.
looks like 14. This is 27 millimeters.
I can't do cheaper than that.
I was going to say, I don't know if we can go below 14.
But I thought that would be good.
It is gold-plated, y'all.
Good with the Jonquil and the Peridot. Look at it. Is it juicing?
Is it juicing? Are those citruses juicing?
Look at it.
Whoa, love this, says Kimberly.
Is it going to blind you?
The citrus juices flowing?
It could. Running down the fingers.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh no.
Yeah. I had some of this little Perrier. Are you sure it's not spiked?
You had some of my Perrier? No, it's not spiked.
I was like, how come he gets cool beverages?
I got them just so we can have them. It's not
independently on your own.
Yeah. I got it because it was like bringing back a memory, and I was talking about this yesterday. They changed it, so it's Maison Perrier, and it's not actually the same Perrier. The old Perrier you can't get anymore unless you're a restaurant or a hotel, apparently.
Well, you know what?
How about some of this? This will be nice.
No, I want to show.
You want to show what you want to show. You want to show what you want to show.
Correct. Why am I going to show something I don't want to see?
Where's orange? Find that orange.
Here. $2.
$2. $2. Check glass.
That's nice. Slightly opalescent.
It's very bright.
If you got the Radical Joy kit, that was in it.
3 millimeter. Bright orange, a tangerine color.
Mm-hmm. Well, look at it with the yellow, the Jonquil. Yeah.
Let's get all the citrus fruit flowing.
You from Florida?
You from Florida?
You like the summertime? You gonna go to the beach or no, the pool? You gonna go to the pool with that one?
Look at that.
Maybe a bracelet.
Make a citrusy blend of goodness.
A bracelet. Multi-strand bracelet. Am I selling it? I'm mixing. I'm matching. Yeah. No.
QUP. So far, nobody's pulling that trigger. All that yumminess in one spot,
How
says
about
Kimberly.
some of this
You gonna entice them with more yummy? Oh, these are nice.
yummy? I think that looks particularly nice with that.
These beautiful hematite. Little shorty strand hematite. 4 millimeter, 8 inches. And that was $4. $4 on that hematite. Kimberly said those are fantastic. Aren't they?
They
Like,
use citrine.
look at this.
They use citrine.
Look at that. Look how pretty those hematite are with that gold.
Mommy, daddy, baby.
Super pretty.
All right.
And then we've got, what's this here?
Citrine.
We've got some citrine.
Great for earring.
This is Q.
It's like
You-
the juice run it over.
Wow, that didn't work out. QUP 13.
13.
And these are $5 each.
And if we sell them together, let's make it $8
$8 for
for the pair.
the pair. Oh, we just sold QUP 12. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
QUP 13.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. We gonna make our dessert money back.
I want to eat that so bad. But I'm also a little bit tired, so we'll see.
I figure I'm gonna make I was gonna make some spaghetti. We have some of those chicken cutlets left over, chicken breaded.
You know, I've been having them chicken nuggets every day for lunch.
Did you have them again? Oh my goodness! I wasn't even thinking about that. I was gonna do Swiss cheese over the chicken with some spaghetti.
Oh, like a primavera.
Yeah, or like a
Parmesan.
Parmesan. So these are QUP 13, only $8 for the pair.
How about that?
Look at it.
It's a pendant.
It is a pendant. This blows everything away. QUP.
This copper.
QUP 14. How much was that one?
It was 12. I could do 10.
12. Down to 10. Andrew's is discounting everything.
Good. Let's move it.
All right, so this is a pendant.
I thought that could be good with the other stuff. So it goes well with the kind of iridescent, with the hematite, the color match. Yeah.
Cool. Hold on, let me get this flipped like that. Do what with the hematite?
Yeah. Sister.
Yep. Look at that with that hematite. Really pretty.
Rings of Saturn. This Saturn's one of the rings.
Saturn's one with the rings. Saturn.
Moons of Jupiter.
The moons of Jupiter. Look at this. These are still available at $16.
Let's sell all of this. I want to get rid of this. Remove it from my eyes.
$16 only.
That,
What are you doing? Oh my goodness.
let's do it.
Tourmalinated green quartz.
Was $2.
There were 16 of them.
Let's send them $1 a piece. So 16 for all of them.
That's half price, y'all.
Half off was $2. Green with the green tourmaline. Amplify the money.
QUP 15. What did we send? $16?
For everything.
It was 32, just so you know. And these are beautiful chunks of green tourmalinated quartz. Green quartz, black tourmaline,
No, no, it's green.
green,
Green tourmaline.
green tourmaline, green quartz.
See that?
Beautiful.
What? They're beads too.
They are beads. They are drilled.
I noticed somebody asked for rough the other night.
Rough,
More rough than
drilled. You get all of them. $16. QUP 15. Andrew's ready to let them go.
That. Look, it matches my drink.
Oh, did you cut? Yep, he cut some. They saw mine. I had it up here the other night. They're like
He had it fancy.
in a wine glass.
And I have it in a plastic cup.
In a plastic cup. All right, let's clear some stuff off the board. We're out of room. People can't even see these green cords. All
But
right.
doesn't that look good? All right.
QUP
Picture.
3.
Put them pink one next to them green ones. That one's sold.
Yeah. What is that? QUP. Where's QUP 1? Over there. Let's keep them in order. Okay. All right. Put this one
Mm-hmm. Mix and match.
next
We're not
to
really
what?
playing mix and match, but
Next to these.
yeah, look. The fake crystal next to the real crystal.
Those there.
If you want to go real rough and ready.
This one's sold. Let's put that one away.
Alright. But boy, does that go good with them rings.
I
Let
know.
me tell you. Alright, put it away. He looked up at the computer all expectantly.
Hmm.
He looked up
No,
at
I thought I saw it move. All right.
And then what about those orange with the green? Yeah, look at that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that would be a fun citrusy pendant with necklace.
Okay, put the rough next to them sparkly ones. Yeah? Y'all like that? Or look like hot trash?
What do you think?
It needs something. Maybe them rings of Saturn. No? No? Yeah, no. What if y'all did brick stitch off of them rings on the bottom? Make a fringe at the bottom. That's nice.
Do these. So, thumb action. That I like. I like that big, kind of chunky with those rings.
And the round juxtaposed with the square. Alright. Okay, let's get rid of it.
Okay, moving it
Except
on.
for these. What about these?
Anna's here. Hello, bead friends. Hello, Anna. I didn't realize you weren't here yet. I just got here too. Look at those. Look at those fun vintage plastic beads.
$1.
$1. So let's recap. We have the green tourmalinated quartz. We have all 16 beads here in the rough for only $16. They were $2 a bead. They're now $1 a bead buying them in the group. That's QUP 15. What is this again?
Chrysoprase.
This is beautiful chrysoprase. Holy moly.
It looks like not up full. It's 8 inches.
8-inch strand of this vintage chrysoprase. Look at that. Look how beautiful this is. And Andrew just discount priced it at $16.
Mm-hmm.
$16 only, one strand of those available. Peridot, beautiful peridot, gorgeous quality. Look at the clarity in those. Look at how clear that peridot is. They're irregular kind of ovals, but beautiful clarity and color. Only $12 for the strand. The Jonquil, an entire gross, that's 144 beads of the S-Word Crystal 4mm bicones, was $20. Andrew brought it down to $18. QUP 9. We have this gold-plated, 24 karat gold-plated, right? Or 18.
It's very bright, so I'm guessing 24.
24 karat gold-plated bronze piece. It has 4 connection points. $14.
And you don't have to use them all.
No.
You don't want
You
to.
just hang it by one. Done. But if you want to connect it in various ways, you can. You can dangle something from it extra. So like maybe dangle some of this, or dangle these 2 citrine beads that we've got here for only $8 for the whole pair. The juice dripping from the orange, from the golden orange.
With some Jonquil crystal? Who's fancy?
Yeah, so I would, here, we're designing it already.
Who's fancy?
Drip the drops
Drop.
from the orange and make the necklace out of the citrus colors we've got here. That's what I would do right there, like that. And that would not cost you very much, honestly. It would be $10 plus 12. What's that? 22 plus 14. So for $36, oh no, plus the 18. So for less than $50, right? Did I do that math right? You would have a beautiful, beautiful necklace.
Right.
And then we did these $2 strand of this beautiful bright orange. And then we have this pendant here, which is super cool. Was 12, now 10. All right, so that's the recap. And let me see here. Let's put some stuff away. This was next, so let's put that away. That chrysoprase, which I'm surprised did not go. What are the orange beads? These are check glass. And check glass. All right, putting away the peridot. And let's see.
Purple handled cutters.
I don't know. I don't think I've seen those in quite some time.
Huh. Wow. Interesting.
Let's put these away. All right. Let's move these up here. Let's put them in order a little bit. We'll leave these up in the top row so we can play around with these.
How about we do this? Oh, I got one.
QUP11, that's the strand of check glass. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
That is gone now. Let's move that out of the way. We appreciate that. And let's see, did you want to do these? $1. QUP. Sure. No. $1 is not too much. Andrew's building this is vintage plastic. These little flowers. They've got kind of a metallic finish, an AB finish on them, but they're vintage plastic. And then we have these rounds. And that's QUP 16 for $1. All right, and then QUP 17. How much for that one?
16.
16. $16 for this beautiful German silver pendant or bead, whatever you want it to be. I love the work, the handiwork that goes into that, into creating that. Now, is that chased? How is that?
So chasing's from the front, repoussé from the back.
So this is repoussé?
It's probably a little both.
Little of both.
But I kind of have a feeling that they have like a dye, and then they made the master, and then they
pressed.
Yeah, because I can't imagine it being $16 only for 6 hours of work.
And this one is approximately 26 millimeters by 31 by 11. And these are hand-carved bone.
These are from my stash.
Hand-carved bone beads. And those are QUP 18. How much are those from your stash?
How many are there?
7.
$7.
$7. Only $1 a bead. These are beautiful hand-carved bone flower beads.
And wouldn't you think they would look nice with that bead, silver one?
With this silver bead. Beautiful. QUP 18 has just sold. Thank you so much. Those, by the way, are about 10 millimeters. 10 millimeters. And we do have small bags here. I'll leave it out for just a little bit.
How about we show this one?
QUP 19. This is by our friend, Christy Friesen.
She's been getting this 24 karat gold.
24 karat gold.
Whoa.
With the dragonfly. I know some of y'all like the dragonflies. This is polymer clay by Christy Friesen. It's a pendant. Dragonfly, 24 karat gold. And that is $24.
Make it 20.
$20 now?
What?
What? We don't usually discount those artisan beads.
No, but I want to talk about pudding money.
Pudding money? QUP 19.
I've been thinking about good recipes for blueberries. Blueberry muffin.
And this one is about 20 millimeters by about 37.5 by about 9.5. And just so y'all know, this clay is like a metallic blue. It is not, it's like a midnight blue. So this would go really pretty with lapis or some of those darker blue stones. It's not black, although it can look black too. But it's got some fleck inside. Really pretty. You can kind of see the blue here too. It's blue colored. And somebody tried to buy the bone beads again. Sorry, they are already sold. QUP 19 or 18 is sold. QUP 19 is still available. 10, 13, 14, 15, 16, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, and 9 are all still available.
So basically almost everything.
Yes.
Here you go. What about this?
Ooh, I like these.
Aren't they fun?
Yes. Are these stone or glass?
Stone.
Wow.
They're orbicular jasper.
Orbicular jasper.
But they're also...
we just sold 19, the Christy Friesen bead. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You want to do that?
I They should be 10.
Yep.
I could do it for 8.
Do it for 8.
What?
What? These are really nice. These are Bicular Jasper. Let me see. Glad 5 sold, says Lennis. That was too tempting. What was 5? 5 has not sold. 5 did not sell.
What was 5?
What was 5? Oh, the Peruvian opal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, no, 5 is still available. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14. Anyway, lots of them still available. 5 was not sold yet. That's the Peruvian opal. Look at this, everybody.
When it grows, it looks like a little round ball.
Look at that.
And then when they grind it, it makes those circles.
This is beautiful, and these are approximately 10.5 by 14 millimeters. Now let me show you, for those of you who may have missed that Peruvian opal, because I did.
He's on Temptation Island, y'all.
And I want to see what he's selling here.
What?
I thought he wasn't going to sell these. These were his.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Last time I tried to sell him, he's like, "Don't you sell my beads." Whoa,
Get that pudding money.
This one just fell off the end. So there's, but look at how pretty these are. He took it from $30, which is cheap anyway, down to $24 for Peruvian opal. Look
I
at.
did keep the strip for myself.
Look at that glowing.
Not the same, but the same material.
Look at that glowing. Beautiful. Look at the, oh, it's like icy blue. Icy blue. So in case you missed it, I think this with this gold. Look at that. Ooh, 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 that would be nice. 24 karat gold plated bronze with the QUP5, only $24. And these are approximately 9.5 millimeter by 3.2, so by 3 millimeters. All right, just in case you missed that, I wanted to show it to you.
Try to be helpful.
I try to be helpful. Now, what I do with the bag? There it is. Well, there's a bag anyway. And then it says, "No, someone save me."
Who said that?
Lennis. QUP5 still available, only $24. That is the deal of the night so far, I think. $30 down to $24. $30 was cheap for that. That's some high quality Peruvian opal. High quality Peruvian opal. Okay. Okay, that's good because these are blowing my things around. Did I bring my juice? Is it over behind you?
Yes.
I'm losing, my throat's getting dried up. Whoa! I am, I know. It's like,
that happened to me the other night. My throat, I felt like I was like one of them kids who screams into the fan.
Mm-hmm.
And they say, don't do that because you're going to get a sore throat. And then you're like, I'm going to do it anyways. You're not the boss of me. I do what I want. And then you get a sore throat.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have leftovers from last night in case you don't want a chicken.
Cool.
Breaded chicken again.
How many days in a row?
I can't believe it's again.
I can.
QUP, that one has sold. 19 has sold, so let's put that away.
Right.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Much appreciated. Okay. 20. Nobody likes the orbicular jasper. These are stunning.
They're so fun.
Yeah. All right, give me something else.
Oh no, I'm hot.
What do you got down here?
What is happening to me?
You doing this whole? No, that's not something. What do we got? Let me do these. I like these.
What is it?
These are amethyst. I know nobody likes amethyst, but I think.
With the green?
Yeah.
Put it.
Put it.
Show it.
Look at that. Look at that.
I like amethyst.
Let's see. These were 18 a strand. Let's do 15.
I like Gilbert.
1, 2. There's 5 of these available.
Sweet Angel. Beautiful.
QUP 21. Like, so pretty. All the different lavender amethyst. We've got the regular amethyst in there. We had some Prasiolite last night, those little Prasiolite square spacers that would look really good with this. Combine it with that with the green. Add some of this tourmalinated green quartz in here. Throw in, oh my goodness, he sounds so cute out there.
Mm-hmm.
Throw this in like that,
or
throw this one in here like that, depending on what you like. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. So these beads here are 3.7 millimeters, so about 3.5 millimeter faceted rounds of the shaded or ombre amethyst. Beautiful. 5 strands available, only $15 a strand. Down from 18. Okay, QUP 22. What do y'all want?
How about this to go with that? Mix and match.
Mix and match. Crystal, vintage crystal strand, $7 on this. Let's do $6 on this. What the heck? Now I'm getting into the spirit. QUP 22, vintage crystal. This purpley metallic.
What's flashing at me?
I know, it's making those flashes on the camera. Crystal strand in the purple color. Kind of a muted purple. Really pretty. And these are approximately 6.5 millimeters. 6.5 millimeters, QUP 22. All right. What's next? What about... Hello, Sandra. Thank you for joining us.
Howdy.
Good to see you here tonight. Let's do these. These are beautiful aquamarine. Look at those. Very light aquamarine. Certainly, I just got home from the ER. Are you okay, Sandra? What's going on? Hopefully, it wasn't you. You visiting someone?
Alright.
These are aquamarine. They were $90 a strand.
Did you get
I'm gonna bring them down to 60 a strand. Do 58. Even less.
We're losing money.
58. $58 a strand. Under $60 for the beautiful aquamarine. Lowest price ever on these faceted drops. Yes, Sandra, what's going on? Anna's asking, are you okay? Let's see here. These are approximately 9 millimeters by about 5. So that's for me. I've been having problems taking a deep breath when laying down. It's weird.
Well, what happened?
Yeah, did they figure anything out? Beautiful aquamarine. QUP 23, $58 a strand. 2 strands available. All tests came out negative. Has it been really recent? Are you suffering from allergies? I know sometimes I have hard time breathing when it's super humid and my allergies are acting up. I have a hard time taking deep breaths when I'm in bed.
Did they test for pneumonia?
Yeah, did they test for pneumonia?
Do you have, is your fingertips, how are your fingertips? Are they cold or lack of sensation? What about your,
Andrew's going to give you the
your
Dr. Andrew quiz.
We're not a medical channel.
We are not a medical channel.
How are your eyes? Is there a slight yellow tint to your eyes?
Hopefully not. Michelle asks, is it in your sternum and ribs? See, now you're going to get all the questions, Sandra.
Oh.
We're going to quiz you.
Is there blood in your stool?
Okay, let's see.
Is your urine cloudy?
They don't know why. Last 3 days, I took a nap today and took a deep breath, and it was excruciating.
Ooh. Do you have a hernia?
Hopefully they
No
would.
bulges?
Hopefully they would find that if they ran tests.
Well, did they feel around?
Yeah, what did they? I know. Sometimes they don't look for certain
You
things.
can get a hernia in your diaphragm.
Mm-hmm.
And that is not like a protrusion.
No.
But if you had a CT scan, they would be able to see it. But that's expensive, so you don't always do that right away. But yeah, sensation in your fingertip, blue tint to your skin, with lack of oxygen.
Mm-hmm. They did blood work, urine, CAT scan, ultrasound, X-ray, and all were negative.
Are you still in pain?
It's,
Dehydration?
yeah, are you drinking enough water? Keeping hydrated? Yeah, because let's see, like if it were kidney stone or something, you would think the CAT scan would, or the urine test would see that.
In your front? Usually it's in your back.
I don't think, did she say? Didn't say where. Just said excruciating.
To breathe.
Michelle says you can get inflammation in your sternum and ribs. It's very painful to breathe with it. They did tell me to talk to the physical therapist to see if any exercises are irritating my stomach. Well, hopefully you can figure.
Are you allergic to something? Did they run an allergy test?
What are these?
It's so nice.
I know. I wanted to do them last night and I couldn't. They're.
Got rainforest jasper. $12.
$12.
You always pick like the jungle green color.
You know, I like the green. Look at those though. Look how pretty those are. Kimberly's saying so pretty. I don't know about these or the aquamarine we just did.
Probably the aquamarine.
Maybe she likes these too.
You know what that would go well with? Raccoon.
Ooh, yeah. You got any of that here?
Maybe some of Harry's pieces.
15 by 20 millimeters. QUP 24. No blue tint, says Sandra.
What?
Ooh, these are
Did
nice.
they test your oxygen levels?
Front stomach, below the breast on the right side. Right side. Yeah, front is, that's different.
Have you changed any medication? We're gonna
QUP. I know.
do what the doctors can.
I know, right? This was 12. Let's take it down to 10. This is a hairy piece, hairy
How
wood.
many tomatoes you been eating? You getting the acid reflux?
Yeah, that's another thing. If you eat too many tomatoes, you could have,
If I eat too many
especially if
tomatoes,
it's when that would happen when you'd be laying down because the acid in your stomach could hurt when you're laying down. And says, Sandra, we don't like it that they didn't diagnose you. I know. Maybe pulled a muscle or a pinched nerve, says Anna.
That's true too.
Mm-hmm. So these would be beautiful together. This is
Or back.
Yeah, one of Harry's pieces. Look at that piece on that side,
Mix and match.
or on this side, and then you could add some of the green tourmalinated quartz.
What?
In with that.
Who's fancy now?
Getting fancy. QUP 15 is the quartz for only $16 for all of them. QUP 25 is the pendant by Harry, the ceramic pendant.
I can't believe they didn't find anything.
And QUP 24. Yeah, I can't believe they weren't able to diagnose you with anything. That's especially with
they make stuff up if they can't find it.
Sandra says, I do already have a bulging disc and 2 pinched nerves in my back.
Oh, there you go.
Could be from that.
Just radiating out.
Mm-hmm. If they haven't been able to fix those yet, they could be causing tension in other muscles around your sternum, around your body, around your rib cage. Because once those muscles get pinched and all that, they do start to, it'll travel.
Are you making sure you're getting enough calcium?
QUP 26.
And that you're not losing muscle mass. What am I?
I know. What are you doing?
I don't know. I miss my calling.
What about these? I thought we were out of these. It's like every time I think we're out, I find another bag of these.
They're hiding.
They are hiding. Let me use connected. Yes. These sell really well every time we have them.
Maybe 14.
Okay, that's I think the cheapest price ever. 16 down to 14. We do have 2. There's 2 left. These are those Millefiori glass.
Those
and
are
these are Indian,
Chinese,
Chinese.
but from late 90s.
Yeah, vintage. Every time we have these, we sell them. And I really do think this is it, because I didn't even know we had these, but they showed up the other day in a bag, in another bag. And I was like, people are going to like these. So these are QUP 26, and they are approximately 11.5 millimeters by 17. All right. Whew, now I'm getting hot. All right, let's put some of this away.
What do y'all want to see? That's kind of depressing.
Getting depressed over there.
Yeah, I like it when people like the stuff we pick.
I know. Nobody likes any of this stuff tonight. Hardly. Hardly at all.
You want this? We've never shown that.
Okay, let me put some of these away here.
The $1 does that?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
How many people are watching?
15 now. It was 7. It just jumped up now. 16 people are watching.
You all want me to diagnose any more ailments?
She said that the only medicine change was Celebrex, which is a powerful anti-inflammatory. I wonder if that could be it.
Yeah, probably.
So that could
But
be.
also, if you got busted discs,
Anti-inflammatories are also sometimes blood thinners. So hopefully that could also. But I mean, they check your urine. They check, I'm sure, for that. I don't know if Celebrex is, though. I've never been on that. My blood pressure is high too, but that could be from the pain in my back. They check the oxygen levels.
you said your color is good,
Yes, no blue skin,
no yellow.
no yellow.
Are your nail and your fingertips pink?
All right, QUP 27.
Or changing vitamins? Sometimes people take too many multivitamins.
Did you put something up there? Oh, yeah. Oh, look at this.
Vintage.
Vintage.
Leave it or take it apart and use it for the beads.
Look at those beads, y'all. Those are metal? Sanderson's still thinking of the rainbow moonstone from last night. I know. It's still available.
Treat yourself and may heal you.
I know. Get that moonstone healing. These are lovely beads. These are super cool vintage beads. 10.5 millimeters. Metal beads with the smaller metal beads in the middle. Those are 5 millimeter. And you get the strand of those. How much is this? You didn't tell me, Andrew. $10. Excuse me. Thank you. Kimberly says, wow, those are fascinating.
Aren't they fun? Nobody else will have that.
Says, when we were talking about medication causing increased heat sensitivity, all the daily meds I take are in the list of those that cause increased heat sensitivity. Oh, yikes.
Who is that?
That was Anna. We were talking about that the other day. How like some anti-anxiety and antidepressants can cause dehydration quicker and sensitivity to heat.
Is your face flush? I mean, we're going through all people's private medical stuff. I'm like, did you have the menopause yet? How are your hormones? You need to have Donquai tea.
Michelle says that some anti-inflammatories have bad side effects, and Celebrex is one of them. Of course, we want you to take what the doctors tell you to take if it makes you feel, but we're not doctors here. None of us are that I know of. So do be sure. I mean, definitely ask your doctor about it. He is a pediatrician, yeah. All right. We're on QUP 28. Anne says, I saw that list of heat-sensitive meds, and 2 of mine are on it. Lucky I'm not out in it for long. I need to look at that list. Oh, look at these beauties.
Have that sparkle in them.
These little lampwork beads.
Yeah.
Little roses.
I thought that could go with that other rose. Floral Nation.
What roses?
Huh?
What ones?
The carved bone ones.
Oh, the carved bone, yeah.
The Tibetan one, maybe. I don't know.
Beautiful.
You don't like that?
Sanders says, right, Andrew, healing that way would be cheaper than what I just spent.
Yeah, do it. Heal thyself.
Right. Anna says, I did not know that beta blockers and receptor blockers are included. So these
better be a little bit flush and maybe peeping the grass and anxious and depressed.
Right. These are 12 millimeter by about 7.5 millimeters. How much are these, Andrew?
$8.
$8 for those.
That's basically free.
Basically free. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 lampwork beads for $8. And this is LOL, true Andrew. Andrew spouting the truth over here.
Testify.
Testify. All right.
Sister Anna.
Sister. All right, let's put these orbicular. Oh, what I just do here? Orbicular jasper away. Of course, I'm going to my regular doctor tomorrow.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, you got to talk to your doctor.
Better.
It's a shame you had to go to the ER, but definitely good to get to your regular doctor because they know more about what's going on with you.
Especially if you're trying a new or different medication, that could be a side effect.
It is so hot here already, and just the start of summer, it's 81 now. Says.
But you know what? It was 90.
It was 91 today here. It's 75 right now.
It was cooler today after I touched on.
Was it?
Hot yesterday.
Hot.
We sat inside. I said, "What are we doing? Why don't we sit next to the creek? The gentle water.
The creek.
The creek. The healing water."
Sandra says, "Thank you all for your concern. It's much appreciated." Yeah, we care about our people.
AG Bead Fam.
AG Bead Fam got to stick together.
Birds of a feather.
Got to keep track of each other. Make sure we're all okay.
Correct. I was talking to somebody about this the other day in class. I was like, we don't have any kids.
Mm-mm.
If we don't make some friends, we're going to find the cat eating our face one day.
I know. We got to have somebody to leave our beads to at some point.
Whoever dies with the most beads wins.
Who dies with the most beads wins. Okay, nobody wants this aquamarine for only $58 a strand. 58 only. Andrew reduced that down even lower than before. Was 90, then went to 60, then he took it under 60 to 58.
How about we do this?
Pneumonia was negative. That's good they checked for that.
If they didn't check for that, then what are we doing?
I know, right?
How about this? We'll have this giveaway. What
are you doing?
Done a giveaway in a while.
I was thinking about that today, that we haven't done many giveaways lately. What are we giving away?
One of my pendants.
One of your pendants. Giveaway.
I haven't made those in a while because they're a pain in the butt. Do a boot tag.
Right. There it is. What's the giveaway question?
Which medications cost? No. What's the name of my teacher this week?
What's the name of Andrew's teacher this week at Touchstone?
What? What? The people who don't follow along my journeys are probably like.
Most of the people follow along on your journeys. Andrew does these pendants for $12. Now this is a $12 value giveaway. Just in the comments, let us know the name of Andrew's teacher. Anna says it's a female teacher. Yes. Yes, it is. And you can win this. This is a polymer clay by Andrew. I love these, all these different colors. Anybody know the answer?
You can look at my Instagram.
Andrew has it on his Instagram. I'm listing all the names in my head, Susanna. Just go to Just go to Andrew's Instagram. Just go to the Instagram, y'all. Cheat. It's okay. This is not a graded quiz. So cool, says Kimberly, isn't it? Andrew's been doing polymer for a very, very long time. Sandra says, you know I'm going to have to go back and watch this video now. Yes, go back. I showed some of my pottery. Andrew talked about stuff. Marsh, no, Lennis. That is not correct. We have some good stuff here, but most of it has not sold. We've only sold 3, 7, 11, 12, 18, and 19. Those are the only items that have sold tonight. Barbara is correct, but I think we need to know which Barbara, Anna, because there's a lot of Barbaras. Andrew left, so I can't ask him if he'll accept that answer. But I think he's going to want to know which Barbara. McFadden, there you go. Thank you, Anna. Anna wins that one. Thank you so much. Let me put your name on it. Okay. Just put that in our named things. All right, what did Andrew give me? Oh, somebody was asking for some tourmaline last night. I think that was our friend Daniela, and I didn't know we had this. Autocorrect's trying to say her name couldn't be spelled correct. This is beautiful tourmaline, QUP29, and this was $68. And I don't know what we can do on this. 68 down to, let's do 62. 62? I can't go much. This is nice. Your tourmaline. Your tourmaline. These beautiful tourmaline crystals, center drilled. Sometimes top drilled. Some of them are center drilled. Tourmaline crystals. Andrew's private stash.
You know where I got that from, right?
This is Kia, right? Huh? Yeah. Lennis says, I think I met Barbara once.
Where did you meet her?
Where did you meet her?
She lives in North Carolina. Oh, ECU. Maybe ECU. Because Lennis and I went to ECU that one time.
ECU?
Barbara graduated from ECU.
And says, I got a strand like that tourmaline from Alive. Gorgeous. And it says, I think I got these from you. They are really gorgeous colors. I didn't know you offered that many of these. They are super pretty. 62 for the strand. They are approximately, now they're all different, but I'm going to grab kind of a middle one here. They're about 7.5 millimeters by about 2.5.
Would you do the creative makeup Friday?
Maybe.
Or Friday?
To Friday. Liz, I think I met her at ECU. I bid against her for that brooch.
Oh, did you? You won that brooch too, I thought.
Did you win that brooch? Anna's asking, did you cut into the strand, Anne? I have a hard time cutting into strands. They are just so beautiful. QUP 30, last lot tonight.
Maybe.
Ooh, these are nice.
I did send you some of my private reserve to entice, hopefully.
These are $60. And let's give them a deal tonight. Let's go down to, let's do 48.
48?
What? What do you want to do?
You tripping.
What do you want to do
What
then?
is it? How much were they? 60? How much?
They were 60.
54.
50.
Corrected.
54.
Whoa.
QUP.
I'm not that desperate to love.
Okay.
Shit, man.
54.
I gotta have some kind of, it's called boundary.
Boundaries. And this is no, I haven't used it yet. I have a lot of bead hoarding going on over here.
Good.
Look at these pearls. Stunningly beautiful.
You know what? That might have been before I took Barbara's class. So I might not have known Barbara when we went, because that was in February. And I met her in October of that year.
And these pearls, vintage freshwater, are approximately 9 millimeters by, let me grab this kind of middle one, by about 14 and a half. So this is, I love the perfectly imperfect pearls.
I love her.
Right? Big, gorgeous pearls in that peacock. Ooh. And that's QUP 30. The last lot of this evening. $54 only. $60 down to $54. Oh, we got a big boy coming in here. Hi, Gilbert. He's crying to get in. So hopefully you enjoyed the show tonight. Thank you so much for joining us.
Got to see William's pottery.
Got to see my pottery. If you missed my pottery, this is one of these are both. These are my newest pieces.
I didn't show what I was working on.
No.
You have to join the Patreon.
Join the Patreon to see what Andrew's been working on.
I may put some stuff in the Instagram.
So these are my newest pottery pieces. I'll be measuring these and putting them in the online store hopefully soon. I got to get measurements of all my recent ones to get them out there. I took pictures of a bunch already. I just got to get measurements and get them listed. And this is, oh, I love the insides. Yeah, I'm trying to get creative with what's on the inside because I think that's... everyone's so creative. I think that's, you know, it's a little more special that way. So there we go. Those will be available soon. Thank you all for hanging out with us. And we will see you back here with something else tomorrow. All right. Have a great one, everyone. And hopefully everyone does better and feels better. Sandra will be thinking about you as you go to your doctor tomorrow. And we will see you all back tomorrow. Bye, everybody.
See ya.